morning, gang. You know what I should do? I should take the quest, and then before I go in, I should go and get a new Wondrous Tales. Just a teeny bit. That might be a bit better. Oh there, might as well make yourself comfortable while we wait on Redalia. Besides, after fighting them through them ruins, I'd wager you could use the rest. Where's the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors. Tell me, Redalia, what drove you to risk exploring Old Mach? The compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? I found a book. We were looting some strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds when one of the lads dug up a tome. It had passages that described a Void Ark and a particular relic, the Null Stone. A tome scribbled by a Maki sorcerer, mayhap? Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1,500 years have faded its pages. There's much that remains illegible, but what little my darling cutthroats and I could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status. See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is a source of immeasurable power. With that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mach in my possession, I had thought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate, what manner of queen can't even keep her own crew alive? Redalia, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidsent who slaughtered your comrades? Yeah, maybe don't say it that directly. Of course I want revenge. That hellspawn shite gobbler killed my crew. If he were here right now, I'd gouge his eyes out and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands. You're not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations. Captain, would you care to join our endeavor and secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours? I mean, there's only one Talon now, but... What strength, the way things are right now. I doubt I could keep the peace in a monastery. This is not to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins, and the drugs that are left are scarce sharp enough to be called talons. Did you leave your spine back in them ruins, Redalia? You've had your wings clipped, no mistake, but there's no reason to give up the life. I thought we'd rescued a sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when her pack ain't there to bite for her. I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill. I've lost my taste for glory. You could have the cursed book just to make sure to make that bastard pay. Hey Furbo, how quickly you think you can decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. You sent that one fiend squealing in fear, but that ain't enough. From what you told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're gonna take on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you put everything you got into what you do best. Be that research or blade work. Overdoing it just right, if you get my meaning. I'll decorate my walls with void scent heads if I have to. The sky should belong to no one. Is your girlfriend secretly the Shadow Queen? Did you think your girlfriend was dead, but she turns out to be the Shadow Queen? The Nullstone hath fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diabolos. I shall personally wring each and every one of their scrawny necks. The time for skulking in the shadows hath ended. I am grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full soon. Mine ardent desire shall pass from dream into dark reality. Kate said just something you have to find you. You have a proper knack for showing up at the right time, you know that? Anyway, Kate said cracked open that tome what we got from Redalia and has been studying all the Nullstone's secrets. He thinks he may be onto something important, not just concerning Diabolos and the Shadow Queen, but also the cat himself. Come back to the Parrot and we'll hear all what he has to say together. Gatesith has the darkest look on his face. Thanks for coming. Now let's ask Gatesith what this is all about. You think the winds you're here at last. The furball refused to share until you'd arrived. As I suspected, this tome was penned by a monkey sorcerer of superior standing. As well as detailing the methods by which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed, its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Mage Kassar. If the histories are to be trusted, it seems that Kassar herself was responsible for summoning Diabolos. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call upon that bat-winged monster? Cassera only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an early resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diabolos was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never to be exercised. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. It was when Cassera moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the talon feet of their new pet. The most dangerous of which was the rite of summoning Skata and the method for chaining her power. Even after all they had perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Cassera when the coming of the Great Flood was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Maki people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of void scent. It seems obvious now that the arts taught by Diabolos were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all this madness was that damnable fiend was sealed away by the white mages of Amdapor. I shudder to think what would have happened had he been reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just some opportunistic underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Were Cassera alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diabolos upon the world. As the High Void Mage's familiar, it's my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Null Stone, and with its undiluted power, I shall erase Diabolos from existence. I like your spirit, Puss, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us or your master any good. Wait. No one's rushing anywhere just yet, or have you forgotten that we're still in the middle of scouting out the fiend's lair? We've got the compass to go by, aye, but who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to, or how many demons be lying in wait when we get there. We'll fly with our eyes open, or risk getting slaughtered like the Talons. Oh yes, speaking of which, the tome made mention of a potential location for... Leopard! Behind you. He's behind you. Curse you, fiend! Last, at long last. It's far from over, demon. We'll not allow an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. And thou knowest not of ruling, it is might which decideth dominion. Believe what thou mayest, frail creature, you are playthings. Your screams of denial shall amuse me while I send this rock and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. Taking a sweet ass time. Is it Redalia? Oh no, it's Ishgard's huge ass airship, which like was sitting and doing absolutely nothing. Is that Redalia? She's been hiding... Where's she been hiding that ship? I would not tire my arm with the swatting of so many flies. The nullstone is mine, and there is yet much to be done. The loss of the nullstone is on my head. I shall see that we win it back. How are there still so many Talons? I thought they were massacred at Mach. I ain't a healer, but I'd say you've broken your arm, a couple of ribs, and bruised half your innards. We need to get you some splints and bandages. Would you look at the sorry excuse for a sky pirate? Any Red Bill and his ragtag crew couldn't be trusted with saving the skies. Consider our debt to you repaid. Oh, I don't have... Well, ain't I lucky sod? 2 demons in 1 day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Redalia? Is there any way to welcome me back to the life you needed allies and persuading our reluctant fellows to come in and join a common purpose is a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. Besides, you look too old and injured to be much of use to anyone. Too injured. There's no old. She didn't... Oh, she mentioned old later. You best take to your bed, old man, and let me and your champion there take care of the void scent. What? So you could tuck tail and run again at the first sign of trouble? You'd not be standing here if it weren't for me. And even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Leoford. We must pursue Diabolos without you. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Redalia's reinforcements and proceed with all haste. Did the demon drop you on your head, Furball? Without me there to run things, you just end up getting in Missin's way, and no one's making haste anywhere till we know what we're flying into. Again, Captain Redalia may hold the answer to that dilemma. I suspect that the island where she uncovered the Maki Tome is the very location where Diabolos has chosen to lair. This floating marvel I speak of is not natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the floods. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose and describes in detail the void-sent sorcery employed in its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no more suitable a hideaway for our scheming fiend. Even better, Diabolos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon fleet will carve us a path through the lesser fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I will use its power to obliterate our devilish foe. As a sky pirate, you understand how such an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded companion slow us down, and potentially doom the entire enterprise. So you think you're in charge now, do you, puss? Poor broken Leoford's just some dead weight you need to cut away? You know what? I've had a belly full of your mulin in any case. Go on, fly off without me. See how far you get with your thrice-damned enterprise. Captain Redalia, compare the direction indicated by the ectocompass with your navigational records, if you please. I think we shall find its coordinates coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventurer and his fellows with room to spare. Unscathed, now accessible. This adventure's all yours. I'll be cheering you from my sickbed like a good little pirate, promise. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on the captain while everyone's off on this grand adventure. Without him... are you certain you don't need me to go with you? Is it gonna have me do math again, Ulu? This is the way it must be, considering our need for haste and the extent of Leoford's injuries. Our conclusion was merely logical. Captain Redbill's primary concern should be securing the freedom of the skies, not in limping to almost certain death at the hands of the Void Scent, no matter how much he chafes at being excluded from the voyage. I acquired our splendid flagship after the Ishgardians saw fit to abandon her. Here she was an attempt to match the airborne agility of dragon enemies, but the vessel never did live up to expectations. When she passed on to me, we replaced all the improvements with structural reinforcements and made ourselves a flying fortress. Our stately lass will not soon be knocked out of the sky. Kate says it's only talking common sense. The captain took it hard, but I think he knows it too. We're doing the right thing leaving him behind, ain't we? Oh. I need higher item levels. Let's see. Oh, all this stuff is too low a level for me. I'm assuming 185, 80, 60. Yeah, the rings. That's still not enough, is it? I need a little bit more. Okay, well, let's go to the market board. Nope. What's the cheapest one I can get? Yeah, that should do it. And while I'm at it, let's see... Dancer's Arms. Ooh. Shiny. If only I hadn't grinded that, fight so much already. Where's my... There we go, dancer outfit. "22 minutes. Okay, cool. Well, in the meanwhile, let's, oh, not the pendants. Oh, we're here anyway. It's fine. Is your sister the one who became the, been so bit virtue? You wouldn't happen to be. I'm the warrior of darkness. Of course you are. Just plain from the way you carry yourself, you're just the sort of man I've been looking for. You're perfect. I forgot this canonically happens before everyone admits that I'm the warrior of darkness. My name's Lou Reek. I'm a bounty hunter. Not just any bounty hunter, I'll have you know. Nay, I'm not wont to settle for the run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin eaters. Not only that, I have recently set my sight on a particular noble fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Naturally, it'll take some considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I'm not afraid to admit that I can't do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I'm confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally that I have in mind to recruit. Walk away without a word or feign interest. I knew you'd be interested, and should the challenge alone be insufficient motivation, know that I have substantial financial resources at my disposal. You will be duly compensated for your services, rest assured. However, as much as I am certain that you are the right man for the job, 'tis only meet that I put your skill to the proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or impress others. Lakeland. Where's the nearest ether shard? Here we are. Our proving grounds need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. Oi, my lord. Got your package here. Hi, Ardbert. This is just an Ardbert XP. You'd think that they would... Okay, you'd think they wouldn't want to make any NPCs look even remotely close to Ardbert in this expansion. Well done, my good man. Here's your payment. Oh, this? The bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it'll take long for something to come hither. Oh shit, that's what I was gonna do. Hang on a second. Guard surrounding areas. Idle shot. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and assume, because I feel like half the time I look at this thing, it has Dinscape as one of the options. Alright, yeah, complete a duty in Alliance Raids Heavensward. Yeah, cool. So I got one of them. Alright, now let's head back to Lakeland. Which one's closer? Port job. Yeah, I've been very bad about finishing my Wondrous Tales. Fantastic. I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to Crucerium at once. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good man. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. They're helping? No? Are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. I should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the virtue I had engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea is her name, and she roams around Norvrant in the guise of Renda Ray, a fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. I could well imagine the question forming in your head: why not leave her be? If anything, she's not aiding local. Is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no. For the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose an even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages across Norvrant. Only you and I can stop her. And she's also a long-lost family member. Oh, shit. Decline. I'll... later. Commence. What's my shared fate look like in this? Oh, because I do really want to get the Crystarium Night theme. This ship is bigger than when it was in Ishgard. Oh, let me dance with you. Wait, can I not dance with? Oh, shit. Well, I was trying to become dance partners with somebody. Okay. Dance partner. There we go. I just got insta-killed once. It's fine. To be fair, it was only because I was trying to become a dance partner with somebody. Fuck! Okay, that time I was just me being dumb. Fuck! Okay, yeah, now I'm... Okay. That was 3... You know, I really wish that... I'm really wishing the macro didn't call out the amount of times I'm dying here. Oh shit, I didn't mean to hit that button. I thought that I was accepting a res again. I'm a doofus. Oh well. So these push away from those squares. Or not. That sucks people in. And if they're inside, they die. Like the tank. Go in front of the ice so you don't fall to your death like that entire alliance. Helping. Here, let me fight him. Yeah. Yeah. No, he dodged. He dodged. Ha. Let one of the melees use the... Let one of the melees use the limit break. Oh, you're right. We don't have a melee. Red mage likes to pretend it's a melee, but it's not a melee. Actually, do we not have a melee anywhere in here? None of our DPS are melee. Oh, you're right. That is samurai. And yeah, there's a Reaper there. No Vipers. Not looking. So, like, is this dragon just in league with the Void Scent? Okay, I'm gonna be more useful this time. Assuming I don't want to be near those blue things. Here? Oh! Okay, put a donut there. So we're trying to turn these all red? Or no, we're trying to turn these all blue. So let me dance. If you don't know what you're doing, don't touch it. Okay. Well, how will I ever learn what I'm doing then? Don't look. Yeah, I beat the MSQ ages ago, Nev. Ah, shit. I'm going back and doing all the content I skipped. I took a 4-day weekend and binged the MSQ hard. Oh god. Oh god. This is not good. Oh, I need to dance. Dance, the dance of my people. By my people, I mean Razatan, but not actually my people. I've culturally appropriated this dance. And all the DPS it provides. No, 100%. I don't understand why people are upset. I liked the story a lot. I get if you don't like Wooklamont, then the story's not gonna hit for you. But like, even with that, like, I saw people saying that Living Memory was just a rehash of Amaurot and Ultima Thule, and like, the themes are similar for sure, but I think the execution's totally different. Like, Living Memory feels a lot more personal. Also, it does not help that... Oh, Proto-Ultima. Why is the Ultima weapon here? I thought I was done with all the Heart of Sabik bullshit. No, it's also, like, a pity that, like, her VA is trans, so the discussion around whether or not you like her VA's performance is always going to loop back around to that. And I am sure there are people out there who are hiding less valid criticisms of Wooklamont to mask the fact that they don't like that she has a trans VA, for sure. But I also agree that it's frustrating that that's going to be like the focus of discussion constantly. This is a Succubus, but they replaced it with Ultima? Why? It was a FanFest thing from ages past. I see. No, yeah, it sucks that whenever someone says they don't like Wooklamont, there's always going to be that thought in the back of my head of, like, are they not, there's always going to be this thought in the back of my head of, like, what's the real reason they don't like Wooklamont? And I want to believe that people dislike her for valid reasons. I just hate that there's always going to be that, like, tiny inkling in the back of my head of, like, maybe they're a transphobe, even though like, there are valid reasons. I just don't like that that's always gonna be somewhere in the back of my head. But no, I love the story. Living Memory made me cry. Oh, was that the Shadow Queen? Are we not actually fighting Diabolos? No, I've been watching a lot of Cider Spider on the side, and he points out a lot when they reuse models. Disco floor means don't move. Okay. Oh yeah! This was which dungeon was this one? It was the final boss of one of the dungeons. I forget if it's Orogenics. I think it was, no, it wasn't Orogenics. Was it Alexandria? Oh, the Deceiver. Okay, yeah. It was Orogenics. Oh, geez, the teddy bears. Oh, hey. Y'all are from the, fairy beast tribes. Can I not kill this thing? Oh, I'm not targeting this thing. I keep forgetting to dance the dance of my people. Thank you. Dance the dance of my people. Oh, shit. Oh, this wasn't the final boss. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I did the optional dungeons. I feel dumb for not realizing that the music for, the Dead Walk was the Final Fantasy IX Jester theme. And Tender Valley is just the best. Boss Tender Valley is the best. I wasn't looking! Turned back around too fast. Yeah, no, that doll boss was a pain in the ass. He beating the shit out of a door? So we're just supposed to... Okay. Oh, I kind of like that. I'll grade that. Dance the dance of the people of Rodzatan. Ah! Okay, I gotta give Panda the calm because she's been healing me so goddamn much. We're fine. Fine, everything is Daijobu. Do I stand here? kill the diabolic gate? No. Dance the dance of my people. Oh, okay. Not look. Do not look. Yeah. Yeah. Dance of my people. Oh, shit. Yeah, Panda's been doing so much healing. Rezzing, I mean. Maybe I shouldn't have started dancing the moment yeah. I shouldn't have started dancing the moment that I came back to life. The healer I'll beat anyway, so... There we go. Ah, dang, they aren't there. Well. Always need the minion. Meh. I got a commendation somehow. I sucked ass that game. Like, they should have seen in the log how often I was being rezzed. Why did I get the commendation? Maybe it was the red mage I dance partnered with. Don't relax your guard yet. The air is still heavy with his foul presence. Already taken care of the fiend, have you? And you didn't even need that dusty old relic to do it. Be careful, Captain. Diabolus yet lurks in the shadows. Oh no. Where did the 23 other dudes I was here with? Oh no, is Kate Sith dead? He can't be dead. I've seen him in the Endwalker cutscene. Not me personally, but I've seen him in other people's Endwalker cutscenes. Finally, I've claimed the Shadow Queen's power for mine own, yet I am still harried by you noisome weevils. You noisome weevils. I must needs quit this realm for a time, and when I have grown accustomed to my newfound might, there shall be a reckoning for your insolence. This ain't the time for napping, Furball. You still got a job to do. Now, almost all of his bones are broken. Yeet. I will work here as I'm finished. In Caesar's name, I unmake thee, Diabolos. My master's will be done. These centuries have yearned for this power. Thou canst not unmake me, no! Well, rip his ship. I should have known we were wasting our breath. The captain only heeds the siren in his heart, and damn the consequences. I told you you'd be lost without me, didn't I? And look at you, Puss, getting knocked out cold in your moment of glory. You weren't like to get another chance to honor your master's memory, and you almost missed it. But I suppose you pulled through at the last. I'll give you that much. How vexing to once again be rescued by Red Bill. He'd better recover from those injuries so we can go back to hating each other on equal footing. The plan was a resounding success, though it did require some intervention on Leofrid's part. I'm afraid I misjudged his commitment to our cause. Well, I think he'll live, which is surprising considering he crashed his ship into a bloody demon, damn fool. Spare me your concern in your lectures. You all knew I wasn't like to stay abed with such a grand adventure in the making, and I'd rather break every bone in my body than be stripped of the freedom to go where I please. Besides, all's well that ends well, eh? Diabolos is dead, and we're all alive. That counts as a victory in my book. It's just a pity that it cost me the Radamil in doing it. I hope she rests easy on that island refuge. Is it named after your wife who is dead, that I'm assuming because there's a portrait in your office of her? I mean, goggles are a mess, but I can always get me a new pair of goggles and a new airship. I suppose we should be glad we didn't lose aught else after diving headlong into a void scent nest. Now that we've taken the skies back, it's time we're taking our leave. The Talons and the Redbills can kiss this brief alliance farewell, unless, of course, you're interested in a more permanent arrangement. You bootlickers might think your voice is siren song, but it grates on me ears like a harpy screech. No, this is the first and last time we fly together. We're back to being rivals. That's the way it's always been. You're a very stubborn man, Redbill, but you do well to remember I always get what I want in the end. Head back to me quarters and see to the furballs hurts. I'll be along in a bit. I feel foolish. I demanded that Leoford remain behind, only to have him rescue my mission from certain failure. A failure which would have made a mock of your heroic efforts as well. You're too kind. What words exist that can properly express my contrition? I know not how to even begin making my apologies. I should like to approach the captain, but he has the air of a man who seeks solitude. 'Tis strange to see him so melancholy. Could it be the loss of the Radamil which troubles him so? Nay, I shan't intrude upon his contemplation with clumsy questions and trite platitudes. Let us leave him be for the moment. Step up the pace, you sluggards. Let's leave this rock behind and get to celebrating the return of the Talons. Go on ahead without me, it won't be long. I heard that Radamil was an unsalvageable wreck. She was a fine vessel built to endure the captain's reckless flying style, and it seems she kept him safe till her very end. Such a shame. It's a damn shame what happened to the Radamil, but I'm glad to see the captain made it back in one piece. There's some things that even me and my wrench can't fix. Told you we'd take care of the fiends. We ought to crack open a few casks and celebrate. Oh, stop clicking. Captain's not his usual bombastic self. Mayhaps Stacia can enlighten us as to the source of his uncharacteristic malaise. His ship was named after his wife, who is dead. Mr. Stacia, if I might ask you a question, do you know of the cause of the captain's melancholy? It's because of the Radamil? Pray tell me. I could not help but feel responsible for the vessel's destruction, and I would better understand Leoford's present distress. If you really wish to understand, I suppose I should start with how the captain was an orphan child. As matters turned out, he was taken in by a high-born widow who raised him as her son. From what Leoford has told me, his adopted mother was a kind, quiet-spoken woman, but due to some illness or other, she was rarely able to venture outside. Instead, she spent hours reading to her boy from a library well-stocked with books from faraway lands. Leoford cared for her as her malady grew worse by the day, and he was there by her side when death finally called her away to Thal's halls. If she was his guardian, it would have been Halone's Halls, but also, okay, it's her mom. It's his mom. While she was alive, she never did ask much of him. Not long before she passed on, however, she wrung from him one single promise, that he escape the conformity that she had always endured, and live his life as free as a bird. As you'll likely have guessed, her name was Radamil. That's her portrait there, hanging on the wall. That explains much. I had wondered as to the origin of his vessel's naming. The Sky Pirate way is the life Leoford chose for himself, but I'd like to think that he named his ship the Radamil so that his mother would be there to watch over all of his adventures. Since when were you so loose-lipped about a comrade's private past, Stacia? I ain't in the habit of leaning on people's sympathies, so you can keep all that tidbits to yourself, eh? And I thought I told you to see to the furball's wounds. Look at your cape, puss, it's in tatters. Come here a moment. A scarf? For me? It's a little present we give to every new Red Bill. Radamil taught me that it's not protecting memories that's important. It's having the strength to follow your path and make those memories in the first place. Seeing how determined you were to clean your master's slate, I'd say you'd fit right in with our crew. Listen, if you're thinking that little airship meant a lot to me, then you'd be right. But I'd rather mourn a hunk of metal than lose them, as can share in me highs and lows. So let's get this straight, puss. There's no need for apologies. The Sky Pirate makes his choice and sticks by it. Life of a Sky Pirate, And I seem to be bereft of both place and purpose now. I suppose I shall accept your offer. I'm yours to command, Captain. Glad to hear it. Your first duty is to join us in giving our adventure here a proper send-off. One second. It's about bloody time you two saw eye to eye, but honestly, Captain, you don't mean to head out in those rags, do you? Let's get you cleaned up and, well, before we say our fond farewells. You see Kate Sithy's wearing a new Red Bill scarf. Isn't that just wonderful? For 15 centuries did I wander in the dark alone. To be surrounded by companions and given a new hearth to call home fills me with a warmth I had almost forgotten was possible. We have a spare airship the captain can use for now until he's ready to build a new one. It's time we parted ways. Let's give you an escort down to Coldwind. That was some adventure, but our journey into the unknown is over. For the now. When the skies spit out some new mystery, you can bet I'm coming to find you. After all, there ain't nobody else who handles the unexpected quite like you do. High adventure and the heady rush of danger. Surely in this life there is no greater reward. Oh, I got a scarf! Let's head... Oh, is this, no, it's not armor wearable. Oh, and it's not dyeable either. Goddamn. Oh, well. That's kind of cool. I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't be dyeable. Nah, I prefer the Wayfarer's necklace for that. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing that I need to do. Oh, that's not J. That's what I meant to click. I have to go and do this still. Hey Genbu, what's up? Where's the little urchin girl of whom I've grown so fond? Oh, she's establishing a fashion empire in Charlian. It would be remiss of us to proceed without her, would it not? Will you summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? Hello, is that you? Right now? Very well, if you insist. What a wondrous things, these link pearls. Now then, let us wait until your friend arrives. Good of you to join us, little urchin girl. She is not pleased. You know, there is such a thing as running a joke into the ground. Pleased me to inform you that thanks to your assistance with his training, Sorben's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Sorben anyway? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state. Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. But I called you here not to discuss our Kojin friend. The wards have grown weaker. President Koryu's inevitable escape. Before he breaks free, the four lords must marshal their strength, and so I must entreat you to quell the raging Aramitama of a dear comrade once more. A fight, is it? That's where our warrior of light shines. Who's his opponent this time? See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly. It's been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. Am I to assume that you have kept your silent vigil all this time, Suzaku? Let's not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. I did. Koryu's wards grow weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visit upon us as draws nigh. The four lords must join their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so, his is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. He is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. How dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue, of kindness? You sully his memory. And you dare think yourself his equal, his better? Then I will put you to the proof, and when you fall, it will be a fate most deserved. Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery. Compared to Byakko, she seems much more angry. The Aramitama feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns a love lost, but it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. You create battle then, even if it brings you your death. Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies even stronger. Without hesitation, without fear, you muster your courage and... No, you're not even a pale shadow of his glory. There is but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he has long since passed from this world. If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite? Hey, Byakko. Oh, Byakko, do you not see? Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all I was ever meant to be, for I can brook no replacement at my side, and nor in my heart. Not so easily as you. Have you forgotten his final moments, how he fought and died to defeat Koryu, how he sacrificed himself before our very eyes? How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared in my mind's eye, blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget? Nor should you, nor will I forget the day we spent, every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in mourning and never move on, is to dishonor his memory. How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who've opened your home to this pretender. I see him plainly, how he has wormed his way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, coating himself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tenzin in our minds. Listen to yourself, my sister. The Aramitama has driven you to see Oni in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost. Only Tenzin will I entrust my soul. Only his love will I accept. You have nothing to fear from me. He said, oh, Tenzin, very well, but I will brook no delay. I shall await you in the depths in my place of mourning, and when it has ended, I shall mourn you too. I wonder if where is reincarnation. I wonder if Tenzin was also an Azim shard. Forgive her. She is yet to consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once, alas. Through it, the Aramitama has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. 'Tis plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing, and it reminds her of him. These were moments when she looked on you with fire. There were moments when she looked on you with fire in her eyes. When she gives herself to the Aramitama, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. Be warned, she commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geomantic currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. Hell's Kier, now accessible. Kier? Kier? Also, out of curiosity... okay, it is the same. I was wondering why... Because it should be the Wayfarer's necklace. Do I have... I have some. Let me head to Yulmore really quick. Get myself a level 80 necklace. Oh, I just realized there's another... there's another set of Crippler... but it has a cape. Never mind. Oh, this Viper stuff is better. Well, I bought the wrong stuff. Oh, well. Oh. Aiming. Why is the aiming one for Viper? That's weird to me. I don't think I can actually do this today. 12-minute wait. Maybe, actually. As long as we don't wipe like 8 million times, I'm probably good. No, actually, no. I can't do it. I'll wait and see if it pops. If it doesn't pop... if it doesn't pop by the time my, by the time it becomes 9:50, then, I'm hopping off. It's not always the average wait time. No, but then there's gonna be a cutscene afterwards too. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I think I should wrap things up here. Alright. I should also make myself some breakfast before I start work. Let's go raid Mog Talk.
Yeah, that's all Sage had, dude.
If you're on YouTube, twitch.tv/mogtalk is who we are raiding. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll catch you whenever I go live next. Probably tomorrow morning, I assume. Until then, adios.